So what do you do if you meet a nice girl who's got just as many toys as you do? You steal them all, of course! I would say forgive the mess. You can't really see. Behind me, trust me, is a mess because I've been putting robots in boxes. But since I've got quite into my mastermind creations, Emily's mastermind creations, MMC package all of their stuff in vehicle mode and we display all of our stuff in robot mode. So basically I've been sat turning robots into vehicles and putting them in boxes. It's not the end of the world. It's been quite a good afternoon. But this afternoon we're going to get nocturnal. Now first thing I'm going to say is this is not MMC, this is Function X, Fans Project, which is full circle really, because this is completes the foray for me, because the first ever piece of third party I bought was the protector armour for the Classics Hot Rod, which was also Fans Project. So what we're going to do, just because I'm going to run you through it nicely, because this is a nice presentation, it's nice, good, nice. Take this, take the slip off, because the slip is made of clear plastic. And then you open this up like a lovely box of matchmakers at Christmas. And you go like that, you go like that, and you go like that. And the top plastic piece comes off, and you end up with a robot. It's a robot inside. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. In the package, the guns. I'm not quite sure how the guns came packaged, so I'm just going to show you the guns. The guns. 2 of them. Both look the same. Now this is a slightly weird one. There's some cool stuff in here, there's some scary stuff in here, and there is a reason why I'm going to do this once and I'm never going to do it again. Let's start at the beginning. This is his headmaster, who I don't think has a name. I've read the box. It's called... It's called Sigma L, but this must be Sigma L, and the other thing is I don't know what it is. This is his headmaster, and for the rest of the day we're going to call him Dave. He's very clever, he's very nice, and all you do is take this, which is slightly larger than your Titan's Return stuff, but still pretty nice. You open up his legs like that, you pull it straight, you take the little visor thing, because there's the neck which is going to plug in, so if you'll forgive me I'm just going to bring it a bit closer to my face because he's teeny tiny wee small. So you're going to lift that up. He's got little glasses on, so you lift his little glasses on, but what you've got to do is pull this forward because it's on a tiny little slider. It's just the scariest thing ever. And then you're going to fold that up like that, and then you're going to put the arms to the side like that. And there you end up with a little tiny wee man, which I love. That's great. See? Now, should we start with some of the good stuff? Some of the good stuff is that the plastic on this, you know when you get good plastic and you can feel it and it just feels like good, this is good plastic, okay? It will swivel at the leg with very soft detents. It'll go all the way, well, it'll go out like that. It's not very far, it'll get further if you sort of, but stuff hits stuff, it's not the end of the world. He poses beautifully. His feet are a little strange, they will go up, they will go down. They're on a double, there's a hinge there which just goes up and down and a ball joint inside. It's a bit of a weird one, it does limit posability a little bit, but not enough that it's a problem. Everything else is so beautiful on this, you just kind of let it off. There are a few little problems. One of the big problems is I want to lift my arms up and then I want to lift my arms up and then oh, so, and you don't really have to wiggle him either. If you get him into some poses, he won't hold his own weight. Not the best. This moves in and out, this moves in and out, and this moves in and out, which is beautiful. The head will turn from side to side, not that much, but only a bit, but there's these collars here, like he's Dracula going, I want to suck your blood, and the head tends to get caught on them. It's not the end of the world, I don't mind it, it's cool. The hands on him are beautiful. Let's see if I can get you some closer view of the hands. hands. Look at that. They are lovely. And they got these kind of rectangular slots in them like that. So you get the rectangular end of the gun. You put the rectangular end of the gun in this strange rectangular slot. And you'll hold the guns, which is lovely. You'll swivel at the wrist, you'll move up and down ever so gently at the wrist. That's about as much as you're going to do. You get a double hinge for the elbow, mainly for transformation, but that's okay. You get a waist joint. You get knees that will go that far, ever so slightly over 90. They'll go back that far, it'll go forwards that far, it'll go out that far. It's not very far, it's not the end of the world. Shoulders will go all the way round on the ball joint. They kind of struggle going up. That's as far as they'll go up, which isn't brilliant, but it's not the end of the world, is it? He just looks lovely, but as you can see, I'm turning him like that. And then as soon as I'm talking about him, that joint is just floppy. Polish. The other thing you can probably see on here is the beautiful green on here, which really is the jewel in the crown of this toy, but not in this mode. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off the head. We're going to move the head for a minute. We're going to take off the gun because we know how the guns work. We're going to hold him up. We're going to open the leg. Can you see that there's a hinge there? There's a hinge on the side of the leg. So you're going to take the whole thing, open the front of the leg up so it's all inside out. You're going to do the same thing over here. Open the front of the leg up so it's all inside out. Okay, you're going to push from the back because the hinge here is really stiff. So put your thumb, can you see? Put your thumb inside the hole, push ever so gently, and in here comes out the leg. Open up that. Do the same thing on the other side. Push through inside, keep it pushing through, open up the foot, and now you've got batty feet. Okay, we're going to spin the waist around because you need his waist on backwards. You're going to get his arms out of the way as much as humanly possible by turning everything up like that. Okay, you're going to turn that sideways and then you're going to rotate the bat wing forward and rotate it upside down. I hope that made sense. It's not the easiest thing to demonstrate in the world. We'll see if we can again do it a bit more coherently on the other side. Bear with me while I just fight with it a little bit because none of this ever wants to stay in because it's just a pig. What is it? Emgo says, you do it because it's normal. That'll do. So, let's try the other one, shall we? See what I mean about getting stuff out the way? So, we're going to turn it this way. We're going to roll it up like that. Okay, and now you've got that, so we're going to roll it around this way and bring it up the front. And now you've got these little peggies here, which you can see, and you probably can't see, but inside here, because everything's black as the night because it's goth bat, are holes. So you put the ports in the holes. Getting the arms out the way on this thing is a real git. Now, the back, okay, you're going to flatten that, peg the two together, which is going to help the front line up hugely when you want things to stay where they're supposed to be. And we have a cross in green and jade and emerald, lovely plastic. And then on the other side we got all these boom bat speakers. I'm a boom bat, I'm gonna bass you to death. Ah, see things are getting lovely. Now what we're gonna do is just take the feedums and rock them down a little bit. Now when I transformed this bad boy yesterday, I did pop an arm ball joint off and Emily wasn't very happy, so let's see if I can do without doing that. Now, so you've got all this straggly mess up the top, which are his arms, and it is a mess, it really is. So what we're going to try and do is turn everything around so it's facing the other way like that. You're going to take the hands, rotate everything around like that, okay, and then you're going to close it up like that with the double hinge, and then pop the fists inside the little slots provided on the shoulders. Difficult to demonstrate this without getting everything in the way. Arm hinge, elbow joint, okay, fists, and in here, can you see there are 3 little slots? And all you're going to do is push the elbow joint up close enough, and then the fingers, the two smaller fingers, will sit inside the slots on the elbow, shoulder. Second verse, same as the first. Then under here you have got a hole and then a peg at the top of the thigh, so you're just gonna peg one into the other, and now you've got some cohesion. Now it's sticking, now it's beautiful. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. You want to rotate that all the way around, so the speaker thing is at the front. You're going to rotate the arm around, you're going to hold it all like that, and here you can see divots here, claws here. The claws fit inside the divots. Give them a nice press down with the fingers, and like that. Then you're going to lift it forward, press the peg into the hole like that, and now you have a beautifully solid, cohesive, lovely lump of plastic. You take the front of this, lift it up, take the ears, keep pulling, and now you have Batty Bat face. Oh, he's so nice. Does his jaw open? Yeah, look, he's got a little... Oh, I've never owned, I still don't now, I've never owned or played with a rat bat of any description before, really. Apart from when I went round Rob's house once, because he has a sound wave. So all we're going to do is push that like that, hit everything in together, and now we have got a speaker blasting, Bob Budiansky creating. I've got The Car Wash of Doom. One of the only comic books I have on a hardback has got The Car Wash of Doom in it, which has got Rat Bat. So as soon as I saw that Emily had this, I was like, oh my god, I want to play with your Rat Bat. Look at that, it's lovely. It's got soddle posability. The legs will go this way, the feet will go that way, and the reason you can straighten that out is because you can straighten the head out, which means you can put him in a flying pose. Awesome. The other thing you can do if you want to is there are holes in the back of him, slots there, so you can take the ends of the guns, push them in the holes here, and he will wear massive great big shotguns on his back while he's flying along. Again, this is where the articulation really comes in, because this doesn't do an awful lot because he wouldn't reach forward, but you can go up with that and you can go up with that. So when he's flying you can get a beautiful kind of I'm flapping my wings motif, which is nice. Can you notice the hideous change in lighting? So it shows every single pore on my face now. It's about 4 or 5 hours later.
His name is SMS number 1, and he's been stealing all of my toys to review because he thinks my toys are far better than his.
Sigma L by Fans Project. It's quite nice, you should definitely get one. And what she said.